to reveal more finalists for the MLB All-Star ballot presented by Chevrolet. Well, last year's leading vote getter, yeah, no surprise here, Vlad Jr. advances to the next round of voting where he will take on Ty France. Now, currently on the IL, France is seeking his first career All-Star selection. He's batting .316 with 10 homers and 45 RBI this year. X, any surprises here?
Man, no surprise. I mean, Vladdy, we've seen what he's been able to do since last year. And you think about almost catching that MVP last year. He deserves to be up there. The Toronto Blue Jays playing great baseball. He's the man.
Hey, this is a tough position right here.
Tough.
Yes,
right?
Vladdy deserves to be there. Ty France, you know, at parts of this season, I thought he was going to win a batting title, but you can't forget about Luis Arraez right there.
Yeah.
Minnesota, I needed y'all to show up a little more.
Look
This
at
guy
those
here
votes.
he's a phenomenal player, and I thought he would have more votes than Anthony Rizzo.
Well, at first base, too, it also tells you how much power plays a huge factor,
Yeah,
right?
good point.
Luis Arraez, not a big home run threat. He's had an amazing season, but you look at what Vladdy's able to do with that stick when he goes deep. Oh.
By the way, Seattle over New York by a very narrow margin. Where you at, Bronx Bombers fans? Okay, at first base in the National League, we got a heavyweight battle for the finals between Paul Goldschmidt and Pete Alonso. Now, Goldie leads the majors with a .342 batting average and .424 on-base percentage this season. Now, Alonso is tied for the NL lead with 22 home runs and leads the majors with 69 RBI this season. CY, no surprise to see Paul Goldschmidt on this list.
If he wasn't on top of this list, Lauren, I would be highly upset. I understand what, Pete Alonso is doing this season, but when I see Goldie day in and day out, the things that he is able to do at the plate, if we could run the tape, the things that he's able to do at the plate, day in and day out, he's such a consistent player. Yes, he has the power. Yes, he's leading offensive in top 5 in all offensive categories in baseball. But watching this guy play, you just can't appreciate him enough. We're going to see all the areas of the zone that he's able to get to pitches. And this is really hard to do, X. As you know, as a player, a lot of times you'll have a hole up top or a hole down low and away. Goldie checks all the boxes. So if you throw it in the zone, he can literally take you out of the ballpark, shoot you the other way, pull you in the gap for a double. He'll take his walks when he needs to. But sometimes Goldie, the plate is 17 inches. Goldie can cover 21, 22 inches. If the plate was wider, Goldie would still be fine. He's still able to check boxes outside of the zone to where when you're a pitcher, if you're trying to be around the strike zone, you're still in a dangerous area to where you can get pounded. I mean, that last ball in off the plate is probably 6, 7 inches off the ground. 3, 4 inches inside, and Goldie is able to, he went and got it, able to stay within that, inside the ball. And when you see his heat map, you're able to see he's able to do damage everywhere in the zone. Down and in, there's a little hole, but that's probably a very small sample size. He probably took his walks right there. But you can't pitch this guy anywhere. He deserves to start in the All-Star game probably year after year.
Well, he's an MVP candidate right now, the way he's playing the game. But I also look at Cardinals team that needs that offensive production from him, especially at first base. But also I look at everything that you just mentioned tells me there's almost no holes in his swing. Like, the approach is perfected, and he continues to get better as a player. So, I mean, if I'm a player in that lineup, I'm watching everything that Goldie does because he does it to perfection.
And the Cardinals are full of players that they're able to beat that, oh, you turn 34 years old, you turn 33 years old, you start to go downhill. When you have him, you have Wainwright, you have Arenado, who's 30 years old. Those guys are able to beat that to where you're not worried about him. Goldie's game is going to play for years to come.
Yeah, they have the perfect balance on this squad. And that breakdown, how long did that take you to make?
Oh, all day.
It
was beautiful, though, right?
That was like my favorite video game ever.
When I saw
visually stimulating.
When I saw the checks, I was just thinking money.
Yes, I was like, shiny,
just like
Goldie,
his green suit, money.
And I was thinking, I can't hit that pitch. I can't hit that pitch.